There's a finite amount of resources on this world. There's only a finite amount of money, a finite amount of houses, a finite amount of women, a finite amount of jobs. And if you are not getting after it, who is going to? You only have this one chance in life. And somebody out there, someone like me and Asher, are working hard and getting after the things that we want. If you are not getting that money that you could be getting if you were working hard, somebody else will take it from you. We will take it from you. People exactly like us will take it from you. That dream house you've imagined living in, somebody else is going to buy that house and you will never be able to live in it because you are not working hard enough to be able to afford that house. That wife that you've always dreamed about, those kids, that perfect family, another man is going to meet her and she's going to fall in love with him because you are not getting out there and getting after it. You're not becoming the man that that woman wants for her life. You're not becoming that man that the kids will look up to. You are not doing it. And who is going to do it other than you? Nobody. Nobody can do it for you. There's nobody going to hand you the money. No one's going to hand you the house. No woman is going to throw herself into your arms just because she feels bad for you. You have to go and do it. There's only a finite amount of all resources. And if you are not getting after it, people like us, people out there, teens in their 20s, 30s, who are going after it, they want to be the best. They want to be at the top and they are going to outcompete you no matter what you do. You cannot catch up with them if you're just hoping for a handout. They are going to take everything that you want. If you want to have your own business, we will take your customers. We will take the customers that you could have because we are going to work our asses off to make sure we get everything that we want. We want to push you to be the best that you can be. And if you're not willing to do that, then what else can we say to you? This video is targeting anybody out there who wants to get it. This is your sign to go all in because if you don't do it for yourself, somewhere in your city, there is a hungry kid who will take the money that you could make if you do not go out there and get after it. This is how you market towards your customers to be the best, to get to the top, to take everything out there that you can take. Number one, if you don't have this for your business, you need to start now. This is how you market to customers. This is how you get customers, how you take the customers away from other people, how you take that money.
Social media. If you can present yourself in front of as many people as you can, that's a gimme. There might be some old people that are on Facebook, but that are not on Google. There might be that huge business that ranks #1 on Google, but they're not on Facebook. So if you can attract as many people as you can, work your Google algorithms, try to get up to #1. Because remember, if I go on Google, any homeowner, they're gonna call probably the #1 business they see. The first one, they'll call because it's the easiest. So if you get in front of those customers, in front of Facebook, post on Instagram, you don't always have to be advertising on these guys. We're just saying advertise, but also be building your social medias, posting pictures of your before and afters, everything. The more eyes, the better. Because if you're not posting on Facebook and Google, somebody else is in your area.
That's a great point. You wanna be seen on every single platform possible. I don't care if it's Instagram, if it's TikTok, if it's Facebook, if it's Google. If you're not posting on there, somebody is going to see another business on there and it's not going to be you. You're going to miss out on customers. I don't care if it's 1 customer a month or 100 customers a month. You will be missing out if you do not go and get after it. Social media is the best place that you can advertise. There's millions of eyes. I can guarantee you that 90% of everybody in your city has the internet. Where are they spending their time? They're spending their time scrolling on TikTok, spending their time scrolling on Facebook. They're looking at Marketplace. If you do not market yourself in all of these different areas, somebody else is going to. If you want to maximize the amount of money that you take, because remember, like Top G says,
every dollar you make, for every pound you take, you took it from someone else. You don't make money, you take money.
You might think that they're paying you, but you're taking it from them and you're giving them a service. And if you are not the one doing it, somebody else is going to do it. So social media is a great way that you can build. It's a great way to market. You don't always have to advertise. You can just post yourself. You will slowly build up a presence.
And I was just thinking, we were talking about how most people, when they build these social media accounts and they want to market their business, you know, they create all these platforms and they start posting and they get all excited about it. And then next thing you know, a couple weeks go by or a month goes by and they just stop. They stop. And if you have a business, I know you're probably guilty of it because I'm guilty of it. I could have done more. There's times when I stopped, when I let a week go by or I let a month go by where I just didn't post because, let's just say, I would just tell myself I didn't have something to post. But this is like the bread and the butter. This is where we get to show off. what we do as a business owner. And it could be very discouraging when you start off, I understand, because maybe you only get 2 likes or maybe you only get 5 likes, and you think, what's the point of me taking all this time to film this video and write this caption and figure out which hashtags to use on this video, because after I use all this time, I only get 2 likes, I only get 5 likes. But as you slowly grow this, not only are you documenting your progress, but you're able to have this location that people can go and see exactly what you do. This could be a place that customers go to see what kind of work you do, to see if you do a good job. If you market yourself properly, these customers will go on these social media platforms. They'll check your pictures on Google My Business. It's not a waste of time. And it's very important because as you slowly grow, we live in an attention economy, and you want to be able to not only grow your business, but grow a social media platform, because in the future, once you really know how to do your business, you can sell courses or you can sell products. It's a great opportunity, and it's discouraging, but you have to do it because this is the place where you can build your business and build your community. Go and get after it. Back to the video.
And before we move on, that's an awesome point, because usually people that have Instagram are gonna have Facebook, are gonna have a Nextdoor, are gonna have all these different platforms. And if they see you initially the first time, they might not execute, they might not buy from you, but they see you on Facebook and then they see you on Instagram. It's like, oh, okay, these guys are legit.
Number 2, like Asher had mentioned, Google My Business. Google My Business is probably one of the best ways that people network and market themselves. And why is that? Because when you look up something on Google, there is the top 3, top 4 companies that show up, and who is ranking up top?
Me. Number one, in less than a year, right? I started a business. In less than 365 days, I rank number 1, and that's only because every couple of days I do a job. I post a picture on Google. I write, whether it's even if it's your family members writing reviews for you, of course you want to get real customers, but get as many reviews as you can, as many pictures, and I was ranking number 1 in less than a year. And I was a new kid on the block, you know what I'm saying? So there's me, number 1, Meridian Pro Services. I have 25 reviews, and then the person below me has 280 reviews because they're that big commercial company, but I'm more active on the market. I'm more active on Google. I'm working harder than them, so I take their customers.
And you've got a lot of customers from Google My Business.
100%.
You've had a lot of people call you because you ranked higher than these other people.
That's right.
When they looked up that they wanted to get their windows cleaned, when they looked up they wanted to get their gutters cleaned, this man showed up before all these other companies that have been in business for 10 plus years. You showed up above them because you are more active. You are taking customers away from them. Those customers would have never seen your business if you weren't active. They would have never even knew that you existed.
It doesn't take long. Like I said, less than a year, you can present yourself in a way that will be top dog. People are gonna call you, and it's gonna be your biggest way of organic leads. Most of my calls were from Google. Pressure washing near me, window cleaning near me, roof cleaning near me, driveway cleaning near me. If you can get up to the top on Google, it doesn't take long. Post pictures, write reviews for yourself. You know what I'm saying? At least get the ball rolling. So once the ball's rolling,
you are taking those customers from other people.
you might be the new kid on the block. But if you're presenting yourself in a way that you're not, you can act bigger than you are. You're only who you present yourself to be.
Hope you guys are enjoying the video. I wanted a quick add on to that, the whole act as if thing. My dad used to always tell me, mostly in baseball, because that was my whole childhood. That's all I did. Not just childhood, up until a couple of years ago, but was baseball. Anyways, was act as if. Act as if you're the best out there. You're the top of the food chain, that nobody's better than you. Because the whole subconscious mind, it's thinking with your brain, it's listening. If you think in your mind, I'm the best, even though you might not think you're the best initially, your brain is going to start to believe that. And you're going to perform at levels you didn't think you could originally. And also, another big thing I wanted to add is when I started my business, the whole act as if thing, I almost acted as if I was a team. I would say, hey, it's Asher calling over here from Meridian Pro Services. We can come get this done. We can do this, acting as if a team, even though it's just me and my equipment. I'll tell you what, if you have a strong mindset, just one guy and his equipment, that's a fucking team. That's what you can call a team. So going into it, a customer might call you, and you're only who you present yourself to be. If you present yourself to be a strong business professional, you're honest, you're straightforward to the customer, you can explain your process on things, then they're going to be more apt to go with you. Anyways, I wanted to add that on. My dad always said, and I believe it heavily too now, is act as if and present yourself in a way that you are the man, because your brain's listening and you're going to believe it.
What most of you out there do with your social media, with your Google My Business, you set it up, you get all planned, and then you fucking forget about it. You don't fucking work it. You don't fucking work the system. You set it up and you think that because you have customers, those customers are just gonna go write you reviews. But you don't go after those customers after you do the job. You don't send them emails, you don't send them texts over and over again telling them if they write a review, they get $10 off. If they write a review, they get this or that. That is how you have to do it. You can't just set it up and then fucking forget about it. Same as your social media. You can't make that Instagram account, post 10 things and then forget about it for 2 months and then try to post again. You have to be actively doing this and going after. You have to be hungry. You have to be hungry for it every single day. You're not stopping. You post, you post, you post. Like this fucking YouTube channel. It doesn't matter if we only have 400 subs. It doesn't matter because one day we're gonna have 400,000 and then 4 million subs because we're going to keep posting every single week. We post, we keep going after and we get after, and that's how you have to be for your business, because eventually you are going to see the success. Eventually you're going to look up yourself, your business, and you're going to see yourself rank #1 like Asher did.
Number 3.
Number 3 is boots on ground. What is boots on ground advertising and marketing? Door-to-door sales is a great one. Door-to-door sales and putting out bandit signs are the most important boots on ground advertising that we're going to talk about. If you are not knocking on the door, somebody else is going to get that customer. If you don't put those signs out, how are people going to know about your business?
And I love this one. It's a great way to get the ball rolling, but I love this because this is the true hustler. You could be kicking ass on Google, on Facebook, Instagram, but if you have the old person that's not at any of those, that kid that's knocking on 100 doors a day, he's gonna beat you. He's going to beat you because he's out there hustling. And like he said, door knocking, bandit signs. If you're the hungriest and you're putting out the most signs in town, there might be a person that sees it 4, 5, 6, 7 different times every day on the way to work. They're not thinking about it. And then one day they go outside and they say, oh shit, I need my windows washed. Oh shit, I need my concrete sealed. And that's the first thing. They'll be on their way to work. Oh, and they'll pull over and take a picture. I had a customer who took a picture of my bandit sign. They didn't call me until the year after. You're planting seeds. It might not make a difference today, but by putting out these signs and advertising the boots on ground style, a lot of people like to see that. Even though most people are online and looking through Marketplace, looking through Instagram, Facebook, Google, not everybody is. And most people might even want to buy from the kid and the dude that's hustling more from someone that they see online. Even if you're ranking #1, that doesn't mean you have the cake. There's somebody else that's knocking on 100 doors.
I like that point that you mentioned. If you're ranked #1 on Google, it doesn't mean that you're going to take the cake. Imagine football. The quarterback throws the ball and somebody catches it. He's trained hard every single day. He catches that ball. Just because he has been training for years and he's became the best wide receiver in the league, he's ranked #1 of the wide receivers. That does not mean he's making the touchdown. Somebody else is out to get that ball. Somebody else is literally chasing after him
and could take it.
And that is in business. Somebody, no matter what, if you're at the top, somebody is always chasing you. Imagine the touchdown is you getting that customer. If you are not actively pursuing that customer, like if you get a phone call and you don't answer it, they will go to somebody else. Somebody else is always chasing you. You don't stop until you get the touchdown because somebody is always coming. And as soon as you hesitate, somebody will tackle you and take your opportunity away from you.
I love that analogy. I wanted to add on top of that, and I love that point, is because there's always more to take. You think you just post online, make a profile, oh, I'm done. That's not true at all. There's always more to take. And even you're ranking #1, you're door knocking, find a new way to advertise. You can always expand, always get better, and there's always more to take. If you're not gaining, like we said before, even as early as when we started our podcast months ago, if you're not excelling, you're decreasing. If you're not moving forward, you're falling back.
#4, this is the most important, okay? Out of everything we just said, this one takes the cake. This one is more important than any of the others. While you have to do all of them, none of them even compare to this one. This is the best way to market yourself. This is the best way to get customers and take customers from other people. This is the best way to expand your business. It is to do a good job. Nothing beats doing a good job. Being a good person, doing a good job is how you get the most amount of money. That is how you expand your business the quickest. There is no better networking and advertising than somebody else saying, this person did an absolutely amazing job for me and I want you guys to do it. You have to become their family. Check out our recent podcast, Ethan Hammond, where he explains when he was growing his landscaping business and he had all of these clients, he basically became their family. He became their family. He did such a good job that he became family with them. They would invite him to certain events. They would invite him out to get food. They would invite him to holidays sometimes.
Mentioning how almost all of his customers came to his open house for high school. I mean, that's awesome.
And that is a great opportunity because they will tell their family members, they will tell their family, they will tell their friends about you. Let's say Asher goes and cleans somebody's roof and he does an amazing job and he's a very stand-up guy. He goes and he shakes his hand. If his cousin needs his roof washed, if he needs his windows washed, he's gonna ask, do you know anybody? And they're gonna send him straight to Asher. That is how you network and grow your business and market it the best, is to do a good job. If you want referrals on your Google My Business, you do a fucking good job. If you want people to comment on your Instagram, you do a fucking good job. No matter what you do, there's no better way than doing a good job.
That's right, I love that. Just like a lot of people say ball doesn't lie, numbers don't lie. If you're doing a good job and the results are well, nothing is gonna beat that. And on top of that, if you're a good person, smiley, stand-up guy, they're gonna send that customer nowhere else but to you because you've proven you're gonna do a good job, you're trustworthy. And like we said before, you can now, when you expand your services, you tell your customers, and they're much more likely to hire you than go to somewhere else. I mean, it's 95% chance they're gonna have you out again than have another business that they gotta meet somebody, they gotta, you know. Smaller businesses, you know, the contractor comes out and he leaves, he never comes back.
You gain their trust in order to do business with them again.
Once you gain their trust, you gain opportunity. And if you're not seizing the opportunity, remember what we said before, somebody else will. But if you're like us, if you're like Anthony, if you're like me, we're gonna go and get after it because we're winners. I don't like to lose, I like to win. Why would we settle for anything less than that? Why? Same thing for you. Why would you settle for anything less than being the best and doing the things that you want to do?
And if you don't do a good job, fuck number one, fuck number two, fuck number three. It doesn't matter how much you advertise, it does not fucking matter. If you do not do a good job, you will never grow your business and you will fail. You will fail because people will be aware. People will find out who you are. You cannot go through this world achieving everything you want if you are a con. So get after it, do a good job, go out there every day and take everything you can take. This world is very fair. If you work hard, you will get what you go after. If you don't work hard, you will not get shit. And that is fair, that is what we like, and people out there are going to get what they want. So do you want it or do you not want it? Because your actions speak louder than your words. Have a good day. First of all, social media is a great way to market. Why is it a great way to market?
Oh, he's asking me. Well, you're gonna be able to sell and present yourself to local people who want your service. I mean, that's pretty much it.